Welcome to the Fox 17 Rockin' Review on the web and on our YouTube channel. I've got my buddy, David Packouz, and he's the inventor of this awesome BeatBuddy pedal. And I've told a lot of my friends and family about this. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
You came all the way in from Miami. You spent 4 years developing this.
Yes.
Talk some about it.
Well, it's the world's first guitar pedal drum machine. It allows musicians to control the beat with their feet while they play with their hands. It allows them to throw in drum fills, transition from verse to chorus, do accent hits like cymbal crashes or hand claps.
And that's what the foot switch is actually used for over here.
Yeah, it does. One switch does accent hits, and which you could customize to any sound, like a hand clap or a cymbal crash. The other one does a pause and unpause, so you can do like a drum break where the drummer like just cuts out and then comes back in. And you could customize those functions as well. So while the song isn't playing, let's say you're doing a gig, you can set up your songs like in a folder. Let's say you have your Friday night gig, and you set it up, and while it's not playing, one of the switches could go to the next song in the folder.
Wow.
So you don't even have to bend down and fiddle with it.
Well, you know, it's so funny, you know, and I've told this story to a few people to where, you know, I first saw a snippet, you know, of you and your new pedal before it even got out to the public at the Namm Show, at the big guitar show. And so I tracked you down and said, show me the demo. And this is it now. And what's incredible too is that it's got the SD card up here. And so you can store off everything that you build on this.
Absolutely, and you could add your own material as well. It comes with free user interface software, works with standard MIDI files and WAV files, so you could build your own beats and build your own drum sets to completely customize the sound to however you want.
Which is incredible, like you and I were talking, and being, you know, playing musicians as well. When you're at a gig, you know, you want everything very simple and easy so you can just click along.
Absolutely.
And to have that drum beat when you're at, you know, a winery or a coffee shop or whatever, where you can't have a real live drummer.
Absolutely, and you don't want some drunk guy coming and knocking the drum machine off the table, you know? That thing's built like a tank.
Yeah, well,
and
what's
forever.
incredible too is that it's so portable, is that you can put it in your gig bag or your case or whatever, and it's just, boom, it's there.
Exactly, it's ready to go at any time, requires no setup. Most people who have like a pedal board, they just have it plugged right in there, so they don't have to have a separate power supply, which you would need, or a stand for like a normal drum machine.
Right, you know, actually, you know, when I was gigging, I had to build a stand out of a tray to put it on there so that I could hit that in between playing and singing.
And how are you going to hit it when you're playing? I mean, it's like you're playing and then you just reach over to the drum machine.
Now, how many drum kits does this have in it also?
It's got 10 drum kits, and that varies. It's a very wide range. It comes from everything from you know, rock drum kits to hand drums.
I'll tell you what, you know, I've gone through them all too, and the sounds are incrable.
Yeah, thank you.
It's not like some of the stuff that I was using like in the late 80s, early 90s that sounded like somebody with a Folgers can.
You know, people always say that drum machines have no soul.
Right.
And we say, well, that's because those drum machines have the beats programmed in with a computer, and that's why it sounds so robotic.
Right.
What we did is we recorded real drummers playing, and so it comes out like a real drummer plays.
You can tell it. You can really tell it, I think, from not only the hit of the drum, but also the decay.
Exactly. We have drum machine technology has come a very long way since the 80s, and we've invented some new innovations that has made it sound better than any drum machine on the market.
And so you can actually it has 200 songs built into it.
Yes.
And then you can build your own custom ones also.
Absolutely, yes. Using standard MIDI files, which there's millions of them online, and easily programmable if you are into that kind of thing, but you don't need to program it. It's got more than enough material right out of the box for most people.
That's what I like too. For, you know, somebody like me, just like on my guitar pedals, I like to stomp them and play them.
Exactly.
The same thing with this, straight out of the box, man, it had usable sounds.
Exactly.
And so you can run it either into your PA system or an amp or whatever.
Yeah, well, the best thing to do is PA, so you have stereo. Or a full range amp, like a keyboard amp or a bass amp, or an acoustic guitar amp.
So you can really get that bottom end.
Yeah, exactly, and the crisp high cymbal sounds. You know, some electric guitar amps, they kind of compress the sound. So
I agree.
You don't want to put that in there. But in a PA system, it sounds amazing.
Well, you know, let me ask you this too, David. Viewers are going to want to know where to find the pedal at. Where's the best place?
The best place to go is our website, mybeatbuddy.com, like my buddy that plays the beat.
Exactly.
And You could buy it directly online. We ship it right to you. And we're working on getting into retail stores now. So all retail stores, please contact us.
That's great. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a challenge to get excited about a new product, but I really think you came up with something very innovative here.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And I think that a lot of musicians like myself that have done a lot of gigs out and about, and you don't have room for a full drummer.
Absolutely.
We would use drummers if we could, but it's like, man, this is so great.
Absolutely.
And the sounds are there, and it's just very portable. And like you said, you built this thing like a tank.
Exactly. And
I
mean, especially you were saying your drummer's isn't always there. When you wake up at 2 in the morning, or if you haven't gone to sleep yet, and you suddenly have an idea for a song, your drummer's not coming over.
No.
You want a beat to be able to jam with and to write with, and it's just fantastic.
Well, and that's what I was going to say too. Besides using this at gigs or at church or whatever, you can also use this as a practice tool.
Of course, and it's a great teaching tool because as you see you could see what the beat is doing by the beat indicator there. It's a shaded bar that moves across the screen.
It's like a visual metronome.
Exactly. It's a visual metronome which shows you where the beat is in the measure, so you know exactly when that fill is going to end, when the transition is going to end. And it's especially good with different time signatures. A lot of musicians can't hear, they have a hard time following different time signatures other than 4/4.
Right.
So for music teachers, it's perfect. They could visually show the students exactly what the beat is doing.
It's funny because I actually told my daughter's voice teacher that I'm going to bring this in and show her. So we're going to plug it into the PA system there just to help with the beat as kids are singing.
Exactly.
So the BeatBuddy, David Packouz. Be sure and check out the BeatBuddy online, mybeatbuddy.com.
Like my buddy that plays the beat.
And it's a very cool product. And you'll definitely want to take a look at this, check it out, and probably get your own. Thanks for watching the Fox 17 Rock and Review.